It's the hip hop gamer show. What it is, hip hop gamer show.
Yo, be good? Alright. Now, this is good, man. This is real good. Where you get this from, man? This is real good, man.
I got it from Wayne Manor, right here at E3 in the show floor. We're just kind of lounging, relaxing, and I think you saw a few things in the garage earlier. How'd that go?
Yo, real talk. When that clock slid and we got a chance to see what was behind in that bat cave, I was very impressed, man. I was very impressed how, you have the dynamic of Bruce Wayne and Batman, and you telling this amazing story. Telltale is known for, great stories. So what can we expect with the new series of Batman and the story that's going to be told here, man?
Well, you can expect just that on a much, much deeper level. This is really Telltale's Batman, where we're going to be exploring Bruce just as much as we're exploring the Bat. It takes certainly someone with a lot of issues and a lot of views of the world, and has been through a lot to. And also takes someone with a lot of money,
yeah, of course,
to go on these nightly crusades and really try and offer these services, if you will, to Gotham City and try and rid the world of crime. And why is Bruce Wayne, this billionaire, doing that? And what is his life like? What does he have to deal with day in and day out? And what does it take to keep this secret? And what is he doing as Batman that's affecting his life as Bruce Wayne, and vice versa?
So, now, one of the things I want to ask you is, because you guys are so great at telling story, not only do people sometimes like to test, Batman to see if he's really as good as he is, which obviously he is, but in this one, it seems like people like to test Bruce. There's a person that you run into in that story demo, and it's like he's pushing Bruce's buttons. Will we ever see Bruce actually fight in this particular series? Because we know Batman skills, but I would love to see Bruce Wayne actually get into a fight, man. What's up with that? Will we see that?
I would hate to spoil anything for you here, but I think you're on the right track. So
you give me I love talking to Jay, man. So I would love to see that experience. Now, in terms of the fight, you guys talked about this series being one of the series or the most action-packed series that you guys is creating. Can you talk about the type of combat that we will see, and how do you bring Batman to life with this style of gameplay? Because we're used to seeing, Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, and that type of style. We know what those action, packed games are. But in the world of Telltale and the way you tell stories, how can we still get that Batman feel with the combat design? Walk us through that process.
At Telltale, everything we do, it's presented like film, and it's all we clearly are telling our stories in the language of cinema. Right. So the same way that you consume television by watching it on the screen or watching film, we're built in that same visual language. It's not built in the language of a third-person action game where we're following a character around and going down every hallway. It's not like that. We use editing techniques and storytelling techniques where you're in control of the story. You're in control of the cinematic language. So Batman action on screen in the cinematic language is really just a Telltale dream for the kind of storytelling that we do. So again, this is not an action game, but it's really a Telltale game that's full of action and really done in a way that's over the top and exciting and really fast-paced, and really in a way that you've yet to see. If you've played our game, like I know you were about to play it, but maybe Tales from the Borderlands.
Yeah, I gotta start that one. I didn't start that one yet, but that's the one I hear people talk about out of all the Telltale games. That one was the one, for real. So
also very action-packed, but we learn from everything that we're doing. Every time that we're working on a Telltale series, episode to episode, we learn different techniques, and we take different cues from different film and different TV and graphic novels and comic books. And the art team here has just really built a Batman universe that pops off the screen like a living comic book. And this is also this is an upgrade to Telltale's engine. You're going to see more vibrant colors and more effects and better animation, and it's really this is really a bold new step for us at Telltale. So we're really excited.
Now you got this new series. It seems like there's a special story being told here just from the first 30 minutes that we've seen. But we know the villains of Batman. We know the villains of that world. Will this series introduce us to a new villain that the world of Batman and the fans of Batman never heard of? Can something be born here?
I think things can be reborn here.
You see what I'm saying? Every time you say things like that, you get me emotional, man. So what do you mean by reborn, man? Talk to me.
I think you're gonna, in the demo today, you've seen, characters like Bruce and Selina and Harvey Dent and Vicky Vale for Pennyworth, Lieutenant James Gordon, not quite Commissioner, and who else did we say? Oh, Carmine Falcone, head of the mob boss. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. And I think throughout the series, you're going to see more familiar names than initially familiar faces. And I can say that, a lot of people, when they talk about Batman, they often wonder are these villains and these characters really just the result of Batman's actions, or are they really the result of things that Bruce is doing as his philanthropist? And there are decisions that you're going to be making that are going to influence the path that certain characters will take, and certain things that they're going to be doing to you as a player. And it's tough to talk too much more about it without spoiling it.
Now, I get that. I understand that. Now, one of the things I wanted to ask you is, in terms of the progress within this game, how many versions of Batman are y'all playing around with? And what I mean by that is, when it comes to the combat, because the way Telltale is designed, the gamer don't want to get too repetitive gameplay action. So when you have different Batmans and different costumes, different armor, will we get a chance to play around with the different versions of Batman that we've seen along the way in terms of the story of Batman itself?
I think yes, and I think hear me out.
Okay.
Every single time that you see a dialogue choice on screen,
yes,
when you are on the rooftops and you're confronting Catwoman, or when you're busting out into the political gala for Harvey Dent, every time we give you a choice of what to say, you have several different versions of Batman and Bruce to really role play as. Just when Bruce comes out that door and Harvey's introducing him to the audience, you saw it today, we played it very middle of the road, and his response, Harvey welcomes him in. Hey, it's our host and owner of Wayne Manor, Bruce Wayne. And you can say, oh, I'm sorry I'm late. Or you can be the playboy billionaire, a little bit more cocky, and say, whoa, hello everyone, I hope you're enjoying my wine, it's expensive. And on the role-playing level and on the character level, we're giving you the possibility space to play your own version of Bruce, or your own version of Batman that you haven't seen, and is there for the taking every time that you are faced with a choice and faced with a conversation. This is going to be a Batman and a Bruce that's completely molded by you.
Wow. And that's never been done. Like never been done. So this is crazy. So I got like 3 more questions and I'll let you go, man. Now my next question is, and I've been asking people, you're going to see this all throughout my E3 videos, but my next question is, what was your biggest fear? This is like my signature question. But what was your biggest fear in life that you've managed to overcome that has allowed you to be as great as you are today in delivering great games and great experiences for people like myself and gamers around the world to sit down and enjoy and be thankful for? And I'm thankful to you for it, man.
Thank you. It's tough to answer that on a personal level because, we're a big team at Telltale, and there's, over 300 of us working in the same office, under the same roof, on all of our different series, and, everyone just pours their heart and their passion into everything that we're doing, and I think the biggest thing we've had to overcome was just, looking at the industry for years and years and years and seeing a waning interest in story-driven experiences, and us just pushing forward and saying, you know what, there's still something here. We can deliver story-driven, really an interactive narrative experience for video games and the video game business that we truly believed in and we continue to believe in. And I think Telltale just sticking to what it set out to do more than 12 years ago, and finally getting to a point where we can really do. The sky's the limit, and we're in a very fortunate position right now where we have amazing partners, DC and Warner with Batman, and also Wolf Among Us, and Robert Kirkman with Walking Dead, and Mo Yang with Minecraft, and HBO with Game of Thrones, and everything has just been fantastic, and we don't take it for granted. And I think just overcoming any seed of discouraging influence that story-driven games weren't important, and we just stick to what we love. So
I love that. Second to last question. Now, will we get a chance to play as someone other than Batman or Bruce throughout this series?
Oh gosh, that is a huge spoiler if so. But I will say, don't have your expectations there. Expect to be playing Bruce and Batman, and really being stuck and lost in the complexities of how the two are connected and also one and the same.
Okay. Now, this has to be the ultimate question. So, I know you got your drink, got the cigar. I gotta ask you, Wayne cigars. I gotta ask you this. What's your favorite Batman, whether it's TV show, movie, whatever, but what has been your favorite overall Batman experience? Overall in life, and whatever. What has been your favorite overall Batman experience as a kid or whatever? And how has that been implemented in you working on this video game? You gotta hold the mic.
Oh no. Okay.
That's one of those questions.
This isn't me. This is me speaking for many talented individuals. And you asked me this earlier, and you said, what do you guys watch? Like, what do you guys see?
Yeah.
Where do you guys get your influence for stories? And the truth is that at Telltale we watch everything, we read everything, and everyone just is super passionate and shares what they think is the best. And every week we sit down in a screening room and we'll watch all movies from different genres and different eras and different countries and languages, and we've watched every Batman film, and we've watched every Batman animated series, and we've also looked at other action films and dramas. I think in this demo alone you can see influence from movies from Michael Mann like Heat, and you can see influence from dramatic series like Mad Men or even House of Cards, like we have with this sort of hidden life, or this deeply contentious political minefield that you have to walk. So it's tough to narrow it down to any one single Batman experience. I think for everyone it's really narrowed down to what is great action, what is great drama, and what is great storytelling, and how can we make our Batman Telltale series unlike anything you've seen before.
Thank you so much. Look, man, Telltale Games, I'm gonna say this, I gotta say this on camera. Telltale Games, me personally, after experiencing The Walking Dead, after experiencing, I gotta experience Tales of the Borderlands, but The Wolf Among Us, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get up in Game of Thrones. Like, after experiencing Michonne is crazy. I gotta get through that third episode. But I'm gonna tell y'all, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, man, Telltale Games is a seal of approval of success. The moment you see any game, no matter what it is, when it says Telltale, the investment is already golden. I really mean that, man. I love y'all work, man.
On behalf of us, thank you.
Thank you so much. It's my man Jay, and I'm telling you right now, this is what to look out for with the new Batman Bruce Wayne collaboration and gameplay development. These guys got it all. I'm telling you, man. Anything you want to say to fans before we bounce?
Just thanks for playing our stuff. Thanks for tuning in, and look forward to Batman the Telltale series premiering before the end of the summer. And if you've got family, play some more Minecraft story mode this year, and watch out for The Walking Dead season 3 premiering this fall.
This fall season? So wait. So you got season 3 this fall with Walking Dead, and you got Batman coming?
There's a lot going on.
How much money you making, man? Like, for real, man. I mean, like, God, how many millions is it? Like, this is crazy, man. Look, I love y'all. It's your boy Hip Hop Gamer Hot 97. Honored and humbled. All right, we out, baby. Peace. Oh, man.